What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What I'm going to be doing today is going to be some popcorn chicken, and I'm going to be using my Actifry air fryer. Very simple recipe. I just want to see how it comes out in the Actifry. I haven't done it yet. So anyway, what I'm going to be using as far as my seasoning goes is I have some Cooking with Cade chicken fry seasoning that we're going to be using. If you don't have this or any kind of a chicken fry type of breading, all you need to do is add some seasoning, whatever you like, to flour, and that could be your seasoning. Anyway, this stuff is incredible. I've used it on a few different things. If you'd like to run by Cajun TV network and pick up some of this or any other assortment of Cajun products, I'm going to put a link to this place to buy it in the description below. And Cooking with Cade is another YouTube channel, and the person on the channel that does the cooking is Cade, and he was on MasterChef Junior in 2000, I think it was 2016, earlier this year. Anyway, run by his channel. Put a link to his channel in the iCard above and the description below. Anyway, like I said, very simple recipe. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour a little bit of this seasoning into a bowl. We're going to set this aside. So we're going to have our seasoning. If you have flour, just add flour, salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, whatever you like. Just make sure it's seasoned enough. We have some eggs. I have 4 eggs in here. I might as well use all 4 since it would be just dumb to have 1 egg sitting in here. So we're just going to put 4 eggs in our bowl. And then we're just going to whisk this up. Now that we have our egg mixed up, we're just going to go ahead and get our chicken into our egg wash. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw them in like this. Can't hurt. There is a little bit of liquid, but then again, I did not add any milk to this egg wash, which you could do if you like. Another thing is, if you want it to be even more spicy, but this is a pretty spicy breading. If it wasn't this breading, I would probably add some hot sauce or something in here with this egg wash. So now we got this chicken in. I'm going to go ahead and mix it in, make sure it's coated well, and then we're going to get to breading it. Okay, so after taking a look at this, it looks like we have more like chicken nuggets than popcorn chicken. But now what we're going to do is we're just going to transfer the chicken that's been in that egg wash into some flour. Not too many at a time. So it just depends on what size bowl you have. So we're going to transfer that over. Get our lid on. Shake it up. And then we're just going to transfer that over to our sheet pan. When I'm done finishing these up, we'll get the Actifry out and we will get them in. One thing I want to mention before we actually get this into our Actifry is this chicken breading. Once you put it on here, it's going to be kind of powdery at first. What I'm going to do is let this sit long enough for it to start getting a little tacky, so the flour or the flour mixture, chicken fry, or whatever you're using, kind of seeps into the chicken. So I'm going to let these sit for about 5 minutes before we get it into our Actifry. We're going to be using olive oil on this. A lot of times when you see people cook with an Actifry, you know, the rule of thumb is 1 tablespoon is enough. What I've seen is a lot of Actifry recipes where people have stuck to that rule, but you've ended up with some dry looking chicken, or dry looking whatever you're frying. So I'm going to probably go about a tablespoon and a half of this olive oil, just depending on what it looks like. If it looks like it needs more, we're going to add more. Now it looks like this breading is kind of seeped into the chicken, so now we're going to be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Actifry with our olive oil. And I'm going to go with about 3/4 of a tablespoon on the bottom. And then we're just going to lay them in with our hands. I am going with the paddle in this. So sometimes I'll cook in this Actifry without the paddle in. And I don't want to crowd it too much. So it looks like we're probably going to be doing 2 batches in this. That looks good to go. Actually, you know what? Let me fit another one right back here. We're going to go ahead and shut it, turn it on, be back in a bit. So we're about 5 minutes in. Let's go ahead and redistribute those. Looks like there's plenty of oil in there. I was wondering if I was going to have to add a little bit more oil, but looks like we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it, and next time we pick it up, we will be done, and I'll let you know how long that took. Right now we are about 25 minutes into this. Let's go ahead and take a look and see where we're at. Actually, these look like they are done. Hot. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and plate up and do a taste test and see how they taste. This is a wrap. Only 2 things left to do. Clean this thing up and get down to eating. Now, if you have an Actifry, you know how easy it is to clean. If you're thinking about getting an Actifry, boom. All you have to do, lift the top up. This can go in the dishwasher, sink, whatever. Lift this out. That's Teflon coated. Pretty much all you have to do is clean off that paddle, spray it out, wash it out, and this is a done deal. May have to wipe the inside of that out, but that's just simple stuff right there. So, how do they taste? I made a little sauce with just some Dijon mustard, some honey, a touch of hot sauce. That's what I'm going to dip it in. Perfect. The Actifry did a good job on that. That seasoning though, that sauce did not need the hot sauce. These chicken nuggets are spicy with that batter. So like I said, if you like hot food, Cajun food, run by there. Links in the description. Have all kinds of stuff over there to buy. Also, think about subscribing to Cooking with Cade. That's a nice little channel right there as well. Anyway, this is a success. Gotta give it to the Actifry and another awesome cook. Thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.